Hello, everybody. Welcome to Stories, Treasures, and Tea. So glad to have you here today. I'm glad to be here. It's a beautiful summer day. I hope you are enjoying your summer. It's been beautiful over here. I want to thank everybody who made comments. I sincerely appreciate that you do that. I want to thank subscribers. There are some that have been with me since the very first video. And by the way, this is the 25th video of mine. I remember the one that was the very first one. And so this is the 25th. So we're going strong and hopefully we can continue. And so if you can subscribe, if you haven't already, that would be so much appreciated. Easy for you to do. So today, Stories, Treasures, and Tea, I just want to read you first a quote that I came across recently, and it's this: "If you are cold, it will warm you. If you are heated, it will cool you. If you are depressed, it will cheer you. If you are excited, it will calm you." And what might that be? Tea. Tea will do that. And that's a quote by William Gladstone. He was a Prime Minister of England in the 1800s. So that's interesting. So we're going to talk tea today, as well as some stories and treasures. But the first thing I want to show you, talking about tea, is a true treasure of mine. And it's a book that I received from my daughter, Jessica, my older daughter. Hope you can see this. And it's called The Art of Tea. It's a beautiful coffee table book. If you have any interest in tea whatsoever, even if you don't, if you have this on your coffee table and someone comes to visit, they will take a look at it. It's just got some beautiful little illustrations. So I just want to read you this one reading briefly in here. And it is a brief history. It says, "The art and practice of drinking tea has its origins in thousands of years of heritage. That people the world over continue not only to drink, but also to honor it through ceremonies and customs speaks to the timeless qualities of this comforting beverage." And that's what it really is and really can be, a comforting beverage, as many of you know. I just want to show you one other thing in this book that I thought was amazing. It's a cake. Take a look at this cake. I hope you can see it. This cake, wow, it's beautiful for all you cake decorators. But it says, "To create a piece de resistance worthy of the guest of honor, use a large fluted decorating tip to transform a frosted cake into a blushing bouquet. Pipe equally proportioned rosettes, overlapping each one slightly, until the sides and top are covered in petal soft blossoms." So pretty. I love that book. So I want to show you my tea today, and I put it in this blue willow tea cup because I saw this exact blue willow teacup in my beautiful tea book. So that's why I chose this cup again today. But the tea I have today, let me try it. It's one of my favorites. This is a vanilla fruit Earl Grey. Earl Grey is a black tea, but an Earl Grey is made with bergamot, which is kind of a flowery taste. It actually comes from originally citrus fruit from Italy, but with the vanilla, it's just very mellow and creamy. One of my favorites, vanilla fruit Earl Grey. I love it. And that one is a Ti Amo tea too. So that's my tea today. And you know, when we're talking about uh, tea and how it can be relaxing, and you know, we have talked in the past about end of relationships. And you know, I was married for a long time and it ended years ago, but how difficult it can be. I was talking to a lady today, a neighbor. She is a widow, and we did share a lot of common feelings. Whether it's the end of a marriage through divorce or someone passes away, there's always that feeling of loss and feeling of loneliness, depending on your situation, but there's so many similar feelings when it's a sudden end of a relationship. So that's why I do think it's important in those circumstances, in any circumstances, to take time to have a moment to relax with a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable for the moment. So I'm going to talk about today some treasures because I did go shopping to a few thrift shops with my good friend, and we call each other BLBs, Buddies Loving Bargains, and we had a great day. We went for a beautiful lunch. Oh my goodness, this place was great. And so I want to talk about a little bit of the thrift shops that we visited. This thrift shop is like a high-end gift shop. I just love it. There's some, I think it's called cranberry glass, or maybe it's ruby. Look at those lamps. They are solid brass. Lots of glassware, and I know there is crystal pieces in here. I recognize some that my mother had. Beautiful framed florals, so pretty. Oh, these are English. Oh, it doesn't say, but I'm certain they're made in England. Nice colors, nice for fall. Oh, my mother had something similar to this. That's made in England as well, and they are old. You can see the crackle on the bottom. So pretty. And these are just too cute. Aren't they cute? I want to show you another treasure that I received from my friend Laura, and I had tea at her house, and she gave me this gift, which I just love. It's kind of a paperweight. Let me see if I can show it to you more clearly. If you can see what it says find beauty in the small things. So pretty. It's just like a beautiful little paperweight. You could use it as a coaster as well for a small teacup or a glass. But speaking of finding beauty in the small things, I wonder if you do that. I know some people really do that. I really think that I do. I am one that notices the smaller things. I have my daughter, my older daughter, she notices even more. For example, we might go for a walk in nature, and I'll notice the meadow and the wind in the meadow, how it makes it almost look like it's moving. I will notice the sun dappling through the trees. I notice those things. I will notice smells if there's fragrance of blossoms. But often I'll be with my daughter and she'll say, "Oh, look at those mushrooms. I never noticed the mushrooms." Or she'll say, "Oh, look at this moss on the side of the rock." So everybody has a different level of observing. But I wonder about you. Do you think you are one that notices the small things and takes pleasure in that? So next week, I hope you'll be back with me. I hope you subscribe. Please do. It's easy for you to do. And next week, we will likely have Lilibet here with us. So until then, have a wonderful week. Tonight, as you lay in bed, ready to sleep, think of the people in your life that you care about. One by one, whisper their names, picture them smiling, and then offer them your blessings. It beats counting sheep, and may very well have you drifting off with a smile on your face. Until next week, my friends.